Great morning, holy brothers and sisters, for the 10th of TEVET in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan. Today's lesson is called Blackening BESHETUSA. Hair has spiritual nature. From the mind go out through the hairs. For the upper intellect, which is the actual perception of godliness, is dressed up in the lower intellect. The hair se'aros, which correspond to the lower intellect, as they receive from the brain, that is the upper intellect, are analogous to the precise measures and shapes. Shiura of the letters of the Torah. Tikkunei Zohar number 70. For the mitzvahs express the wisdom of the Creator. Each and every mitzvah has different measures and parameters, as well as different letters, words, and themes that are constrictions in which the wisdom of the Creator is contracted. Thus the mitzvahs are like garments, which dress up the Creator's wisdom, by which it is possible to grasp perceptions of godliness, and each letter of the Torah and each mitzvah is one of these constrictions. Therefore, through the fulfillment of the Torah and mitzvahs, a person brings down perceptions of godliness. The law of Shabbos festival offerings and the embezzlement of sacred property are like mountains hanging on a hair. Chagiga, end of Perek Aleph. Rav Avadia of Bartanura explains this to mean that these laws each hang upon a tiny hint in the scriptures, like a mountain hanging upon the hairs of a head. Holy head hair has higher holdings. Mitzvahs make movements by going through glowing garments. Now, the only way to attain this lower intellect is by despising monetary gain. In other words, a person must absolutely abhor money. The explanation for this is that the lower intellect corresponds to black hair, Tikkunei Zohar number 70, and to the pupil of the eye, namely to the black part of the eye, alluded to in the verse, I am black, but comely, Shir HaShirim 1:5. For the nature of blackness is that it gathers together and constricts all large objects, which then become included in it and can be seen within it, and in this way we see and grasp that which we see. The lower intellect corresponds to and possesses this quality of blackness in that it constricts within itself the comeliness and beauty of the upper intellect. Black hair and despising monetary gain are from the side of Malchus, kingship. Furthermore, the lower intellect corresponds to Malchus in that it is the lowest level of wisdom present in each of the spiritual worlds, and it is also the wisdom that directs each particular world. But through the love of money, a person falls to the blackness of the other side, which is Saturn, a black earthen vessel, Tikkunei Zohar number 70, and depression, as in sorrow you shall eat, Bereshit 3:17. He then falls from this intellect into mad foolishness, folly, and depression, and the forces of impurity and the other side surround him with the encirclements of the other side. This is all alluded to in the verse, the people wandered around, shasu, and gathered it, Bamidbar 11:8, that is, in their foolishness. BESHETUSA, Zohar 2:62b. This foolishness, whereby a person wanders around chasing after money, is the exact opposite of wisdom. Love of loot makes many mad, drives darkness and depression, and brings about blackness BESHETUSA. Despising deals of dough invites illuminating intellect. As always, thank you so much for learning together. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow, and please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.